In a political twist few saw coming, Democratic Alliance DA leader John Steenhuisen has come out in defense of President Cyril Ramaphosa, the same president he spent years accusing of weakness, indecisiveness, and enabling corruption. The Spark, the MK party's motion of no confidence against Ramaphosa, filed on the basis that his leadership has eroded public trust and failed to deliver effective governance. But Steenhuisen isn't buying it. He's calling out the MK party for hypocrisy and making it clear that the DA will not be joining their mission to topple the president. What's really behind this move? And what does it say about the shifting sands of South African politics? First, let's understand why the MK party wants Ramaphosa gone. The newly formed party, closely linked to former President Jacob Zuma, has positioned itself as an anti-establishment force targeting the current ANC leadership. Their formal complaint against the president includes allegations of procedural irregularities, loss of public trust, and overall weak governance. One flashpoint was Ramaphosa placing Minister Senzo Mujunu on leave while he faces allegations, a move the MK party labeled as problematic and proof of executive overreach. In truth, MK's strategy is clear. By targeting Ramaphosa, they aim to portray themselves as the moral and political opposition to a corrupt and ineffective ANC. It's also a chance to raise their profile in parliament and rally disillusioned voters ahead of the next election. The DA is part of the government of national unity, and a successful motion of no confidence would throw the country into a leadership crisis. Toppling Ramaphosa now risks destabilizing the entire unity government, something the DA cannot afford, especially as it positions itself as the grown-up in a room full of populists and opportunists. In Steenhuisen's eyes, the MK party is less concerned with reform and more interested in chaos. During an interview with Newsroom Africa, he bluntly dismissed their credibility, stating that their leader gave us the 9 wasted years that we're now trying to clean up. For the DA, this isn't about saving Ramaphosa, it's about protecting the fragile order of post-election governance. It's also a subtle message to the public. We're not here to burn the house down, we're here to fix it, even if it means holding hands with someone we don't particularly like. But that raises the next question. What happens if the MK party succeeds? Who becomes president? That's the dangerous unknown. The MK party has not offered a clear alternative, and any attempt to remove Ramaphosa would likely trigger infighting within the ANC and scramble the GNU's already delicate power balance. Paul Mashatile, as deputy president, might be next in line, but even that is not guaranteed. The bigger fear, at least for moderates and centrists, is that this opens the door for more radical or unpredictable political forces to gain momentum. In Steenhuisen's world, chaos does not breed reform, it breeds instability. Better the devil you know, perhaps. Still, this entire saga exposes an uncomfortable truth about the DA's current position. Political amnesia is creeping in. Just months ago, Steenhuisen was threatening to file his own motion of no confidence if Ramaphosa didn't act on corruption within his cabinet. From Pala to load shedding, Ramaphosa has been a frequent target of DA criticism. Now, those grievances seem to have been swept aside in favor of short-term political alignment. Critics on social media haven't missed the irony. The DA is now defending the most useless president, wrote one user. Others accuse the party of protecting power and perks like blue light convoys rather than principle. So, what do we make of it all? Steenhuisen's defense of Ramaphosa is not born out of newfound admiration. It's a strategic move in a political environment where coalitions, optics, and stability matter more than ideological consistency. The DA is making a bet that voters will reward moderation and responsibility over chaos and confrontation. Whether that bet pays off in the next election is another story. For now, though, one thing is clear. In South African politics, yesterday's enemy can become today's ally if the circumstances demand it. And as always, it's the people watching from the sidelines who have to decide whether that's leadership or betrayal.